Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Schnozzolator 5000. Here it is, guys. Now in a few days from now, somewhere between today, Saturday, and Friday, Mr. M is going to do a really cool show on all of the improvements that we've done over the last, say, couple of months on the Schnoz since the last time we used it. Make sure that you head down into the description area, click on the link to Mr. M's channel, Abandoned and Forgotten Footage, go over there, subscribe, turn on notifications, so when that comes out, you can see all the new things that we did to this device. Okay, before I head down into the hole, here's what we got going on today. This whole area has shafts all over the place, okay? And we were here about a week ago and we dropped the, well, we were calling it the torpedo, then we were calling it the Schnoz-O-Vision, but we're waiting for you guys to come up with a really cool name for that device. So we sent it down in here to check for air quality. That was the video that you saw on Mr. M's channel. But there's a whole lot of other shafts in the area, and I think, at least I'm hoping, that this shaft will go down and connect with all the others in the area, and if we're really lucky, this one just might connect into the large Silver King shaft, which is right over here. Here, take a moment and take a look at this. See that there? That was a heck of an operation. The head frame for that mine at one time was just as large as the one you see in Tonopah, Nevada in Mineral Park. Now it's all been scrapped, and I do believe that at one time someone either burned it out or the collar fell into the bottom. Okay, so yeah, that's what gets me excited about this shaft. I'm hoping these two connect. All right, guys, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Let's head down into this shaft and explore this old mine. And away we go. Okay, guys, so the first thing we need to do on this little adventure of mine here is there's a big railroad tie board that somebody has tossed down in here, and so I'm going to try to move that out of my way first. That's the first thing to do here. There it is. Now maybe if I'm lucky, let me just, there. I might be able to reach over to the collar. Yeah. Okay. All right, now cut myself a little bit of slack here. There we go. Whew. All right, some slack. Take a drink of water. Holy cow, is it hot outside. Whew. Okay, let's look this situation over. I think what I'll do, as I'm standing here in the collar, well, I gotta tell you, that thing ain't going anywhere the way it currently sits. So I think I'll be, yeah, I think I'll be happy with that, guys. Whew. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get down to that drift. Nice. I like that. All right, so there's a possible drift right there. Belay's working great. Okay. Now, I need to swing over here. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm gonna start by getting over here. Perfect. All right, now make sure what I'm standing on here is in good shape, and it is. Yeah, we're just waiting on the camera rig here. I forgot to attach that to my harness before I entered this shaft. There's a lot going on today. A lot of experimental camera rigs. We're playing around with belay devices, everything that it takes to get a really cool shot for you guys right now. So I'll tell you what, as soon as I get that camera rig down here and get it all up and running, I'll meet back up with you, okay? See you in a bit. Okay guys, everything's up and running real good. There's the torpedo, and here you can get an idea where we just came from. So right now, according to the spray paint on the wall over there, we're at the 45 level, or 45 to 50 feet down into this mine. We've got a drift going off that direction over there, but before we do that one, we got one that I'm standing in right now. And I want to go do this one first. Okay. Let's see here. So, the first thing I'm seeing down on the ground is there's what's left of a jackrabbit next to my camera bucket. And somebody lit some cardboard on fire right here. That's what that is. All right, let's look up in here and see what we got. I am seeing a few footprints, but they're mighty old. Down here on the ground, we've got what's left of a coffee can and a juice can, and a burlap sack. Up here, it looks like the drift may have went off that way, and it looks like they backfilled it, is what's going on. Okay, turning back around. You might be able to see all that gobbing on the floor. We've got a drift that's going up this way. Oh yeah. So they were mining that out, chasing that little tiny vein. Now let me point it out to you. I think I probably forgot to, yeah. Okay, if you look at that vein, oh, there's the laser. That's what they're going after right there. You can clearly see pickaxe marks into it. That's what they were chasing after. It's only about 3 to 6 inches across. Now higher up into that stope, it gets a little bit bigger up in there, maybe 12 inches across. But this is it. This is what they're going after. Right there. And it's real flaky and crumbly. Now, what do we have up in here? What were they doing? Okay. Oh, we've got a little stope. That's kind of neat. Yeah. And they went all the way up in there. Let me show it to you. And stopped. So on this side of the shaft, they were doing a little bit of exploratory, not getting much. But as I'm looking around in here, I mean, you can clearly see the pickaxe marks where they were chasing after this particular vein right there. That's all they wanted. Really soft porphyry material. Ooh, that's a big chunk that's wanting to come down right there. Let's get out from under that. Yikes. All right, so now what we need to do, guys, is carefully, I'm not going to need the rope to do this. I just need to get up here and I'm looking at my scenario here. There we go. Stepped right over the shaft. All right. And we have ourselves another drift level. We got one going off that way. Down here on the floor, I'm seeing look, there's an old Wonder Bread. Right there, that's an old Wonder Bread sack. So they were down here making sandwiches. Okay, around the corner, a little drift goes off that way, stops right there. And little thing going off this way and stops right there with another Wonder Bread sack I can see up there. Okay, turn it around. Look at this beautiful looking hanging wall. Let's look up in here. See if this goes anyplace. Oh, just got to get up on my knees here for a second. And no, goes all the way up in there and stops right there. Well, I kind of knew looking at the torpedo footage when we ran that down into this about a week ago that this was just going to be a small little drift. This first one about 40 something feet down. Okay, got another one here. Amazing all the footprints I'm seeing on the ground here. Those could go all the way back from the 70s. Oh yeah. Okay, see here? We have there's the top of an ore chute right there. So we got an ore pass with an ore chute, and that's gonna go down to our next level. All right, no sense in climbing down there, because here in a moment, I'll just be roping right back to it. Okay, that's all there is to see for this one. I'm going to get back on the rope and go a little bit deeper. Oh, I couldn't help but notice the amount of skeletons down here on the landing. Let me show that to you. You got a pack rat there, another pack, 3 pack rats. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 dead pack rats. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get back on the rope and we're gonna go down to the next level. See you down there. Okay guys, I am gonna dangle back into the shaft again. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna get comfortable. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Whew. Hey, Mr. M, I've never worked so hard before for a mine.
Now, we've nicknamed this shaft the Ouch Shaft because it put a 2-inch bruise on my left thigh, and here's why. See how Randy put that shim in place right there to keep the umbrella from swinging around? Well, moments later, Mr. M come walking by, sat down next to the manway. Now, just keep a close eye on his left foot and watch what happens. Whoops.
Hey, don't kick anything. Ow! Son of a bitch! Hey, watch what you're doing up there! Yeah, I breathed into it. Yeah, that really hurt. That's gonna leave a mark. See, guys, and all that was a tiny little piece of 2x4. It was 4 inches long, piece of 2x4 that got split in half, fell down, hit me in the thigh, and that really hurt. Now, can you imagine a rock the size of a softball? See, okay, while I'm rappelling my way down to the next drift, here's the problem that you have when you're in these shafts. Okay, right now I'm in the bullseye. Have you guys ever played darts? Well, you're always aiming at the bullseye, right? Well, when I'm in this shaft, if anything falls from the top, my body is literally in the bullseye, so it's going to hit me. It's going to be a glancing blow or land on my head or whatever. And that's why these shafts are so darn dangerous. And, oh, look at here. We got a drift level. Okay, if I can just get over to it. Okay. And that's why we picked, oh, look at what we have here. We picked a drift, or I mean a mine shaft that has both a manway and a nice collar going down so that there's less of a chance of debris hitting me. Now, some of those mine shafts that don't have a collar, okay, otherwise known as a Sarlacc pit, I'm sure a lot of you have watched Star Wars, you know what that is. That's what we nicknamed them, Sarlacc pits. There's no collar to hold that rock to keep from coming down on you. So that's why those are super duper dangerous, and we probably won't be schnozzing any of them anytime soon. We'll be doing more like this. All right. Oh, I'm seeing artifacts down in here. Yeah, definitely. All right, we can let the belay line go. I can take this off. Okay, so another thing here. This is, you're probably asking me, or some of you in the audience are wondering, well, why don't you just go on a rope and use the ladder? Because this is kind of the Schnozzolator's maiden voyage ever since we did all the new modifications. So I wanted to find a shaft that had a manway next to it, and I was going to schnoz the main shaft. That way, if there was ever a problem, I can always step off onto the manway to try to self-rescue. In the future, I'll probably be, once I get more comfortable with the whole setup, and we do this a few times, then I'd be more comfortable schnozzing shafts that don't have manways, that are just a straight shot all the way down. Okay, turning back around here, we have another beautiful looking drift level with tracks going 2 directions. So once again, I'm going to get everything hooked back up and I'll meet back up with you guys. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we made it to the 95 level. And yep, this mine has had some visitors in the last 30 to 40 years. And I'm going to show you here in a moment what I found. This is where we just came from, looking at the shaft. We're almost to the bottom. We're about midway now. You can see the vent pipe over there. That's the hatch right there. Okay, turning back around. Well, actually, before turning back around, you can see some insulators on the side there for running power down in here. But it looks like they scrapped the cable. Down here on the floor, some burlap sacks. That's my bucket, again, for carrying the camera rig. And then, here's something of interest. Let me turn the lights down. This was laying right on top of the rock. Right there. Now, let's see if I can get a good angle on it for you guys. It's from the Tonopah Chamber of Commerce and Mines, and it was typed up in 1985. Feel free to read it. Okay. And let me turn my light back. Oh, and above it there, there is a letter. And let me see if I can see. Yeah, the date on it is 1985. And there is a nice looking Union Carbide, top of a Union Carbide tin. That's pretty cool. So, last person in here, 1985. Now, here's what we've got. We got a drift going off to the left and one to the right. Let's go to the right. I would imagine that's going to be our primary. Let's see what this one's all about. Now let me think now. If this is going off to the right and we're facing that way, oh, excuse me, we are definitely going in the direction that I want to go to potentially lead back to the large mine that I told you about in my monologue. Oh, look here. So here we've got a bunch of bracing going on. Yep. And a whole bunch of boards with just mountains of stuff on top of it right there. Let's look over here real quick. Yeah. Lots of bracing right here. Not square set. Turn back around. All right. We got an ore chute. Could possibly be the one that I pointed down on from the top where we saw the ore pass and the ore chute. Okay, here we keep on going. What do we got up in here? Winds. Is it something I can stand on? And if I do, how far would I fall? Oh, well, not too far at all. Let's see here. Is that going to take my weight? Sure. Let's look over it. Let's look down there. What do we got? Yeah, I knew I mounted those too high. It's detecting my breath. That's why it went off. Okay. So there was a stope that they backfilled. And you can see here, look at, they backfilled all of that too. Yep. Okay, that's as far as we're going here. Because looking up into all that andesite, that doesn't go anywhere. So at one time, it probably went a little further, but they completely backfilled it. And they wouldn't have done that if it would have connected to a larger mine. Okay, let's work our way back over to this big pile of stuff here. Wow, there must be a really good sized stope above our heads. That's all that stuff is, holding up. The waste rock material. Not seeing any cool artifacts yet. So we're back to the station, and now we're going to turn right. There's a pack of, what's left of a pack of Camel cigarettes. Down here on the floor, we've got some brackets, hinges. Here's a day box. Now, a day box is what you would temporarily put your explosives in. So you have your main magazine or main powder magazine, and then when you grab a couple cases, you bring it down in here, you put it in the day box. No, the day box is not made for containing an explosion. It's made to keep sparks and lit cigarette or anything away from the dynamite or the caps while you're storing it temporarily. Okay, we got something of possible interest up in here, but in order to get there, I'm gonna have to crawl. Oh boy. I don't want that coming down on me. What do we got up in here? Is it gonna go anywhere? Oh, it could. It's possible, but I gotta get past this area of where there used to be like a collapsed ore chute. All right, I'm gonna have to move a few rocks here. I'll get my big fat butt around it. Yeah, I'm a chunky guy. Big boned, I guess. Oh yeah, what do we have up in here? Okay. Basically, pretty almost on my belly. Not quite. There we go. Whew. Oh, after hours and hours in that hot sun up there, now crawling around down here, I'm gonna be good and tired tonight. There. Okay. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if this went somewhere? Haha. Hey, I'm glad I climbed over that. All right. I'm going to take a break a second. You all don't want me huffing and puffing in the microphone, so give me 2 shakes of a puppy dog's tail, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, there we go. Much better. All right, let's head up on this drift and see what we can find. So back in 1985, well, actually it wasn't 85. It was, wait, hold up. I'm seeing things here. Kelly Chase was in here in 1971. 8 of 71. So that's only, what, four months before I was born. Kelly was in here. What was I saying here? Oh, 1985. So 1980, because of what was going on in the Middle East and everything else, gold prices spiked, and they stayed that way for a few years, and everybody went crazy, claiming up mining claims and whatnot, and that's why when we get into these mines, we see a lot of these older mines reworked with spray paint on the walls from the early 80s, because that's what was going on down here. These guys got all excited. I don't quite remember exactly how high prices spiked up to. I think it was in the 800s per ounce. And everybody got a little bit of gold fever and went for it. Okay, we got 2 little exploratories I just walked up into, but nothing to look at. Thought down here on the floor that might have been a dynamite box, what's left of it, but no. And around the corner, here we have, yeah, that's all the wax-coated craft paper that lines the inside of dynamite boxes all laying up in here. Here's a piece of paper down on the floor. Nope, doesn't say anything on it. And that's it. That's as far as this drift goes. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll just keep the camera running, just in case we see something on the way out. Now this rubble on the floor here is fresh. Notice how it doesn't have any dust on it? Wouldn't surprise me if chunks like that came down last summer when we had that 6.5 or 6.7 earthquake. Oh, I guess I didn't show you that barrel. That's what's left over of a cyanide container. Cyanide briquettes were stored in that, and that was usually used up and out of the mine, but they bring them down in here and repurpose them for other things. Okay, we gotta crawl back over all this debris. I'll see you on the other side. Whew. And there we are, back to the station. Okay guys, I'm gonna get back on the ropes and we're gonna go all the way into the bottom of this thing. Meet back up with you in a second. All right guys, so here we are standing over the shaft, and I can see we're almost to the bottom. I can see my rope is in the, all spooled up like a pile of spaghetti down there. This board here has me a little bit concerned. I might do something with him when I get over to him. And that thing dangling right there, I don't want that falling on me. So yeah, this is not the deepest of all shafts that I've ever explored, but this is the perfect one for testing out the schnoz after it's been modified, and so far it's working great. Okay, let's here we go. Stepping off into the abyss is always the most scariest thing. Not too many people would have the nerve to do something like this with your feet dangling over just like that. All right, let's put some weight on this rope because we do have a little bit of stretch on it. There we go. Yep, I can feel the schnoz taking up slack. Now we gotta put the bucket below me here. There we go. We are back, dangling over the abyss. And I'm in a nice comfortable position here again, except I don't like where that board is. There we go. Okay, now let's see if we can do something about this board over here that looks like it might hit me on the way down. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. That one's wanting to go to the bottom. Yeah, I don't know if I can hold that. And I don't want it landing on my rope. So I think what I'm going to do here, yeah, if that lands on my rope, it's going to definitely damage it. Oh, I know. All right, let's get that out of the way. And see if I can lift that with one long arm. Holy crap. That thing's heavy. Let's go over here. There we go. Okay. Looking better. Not the best. There. Lean back, get comfortable here. If I could brace. Let me show you what I'm doing here. There There. Alright, anything else that wants to hurt or kill me, huh? I don't see nothing. Alright. Let's go to the bottom, shall we? Almost there. Almost there. Ooh, boy, oh boy. We got ourselves a big drift level here. All right, let's get off the rubble pile. Get our butts away from that shaft, because that's the most dangerous part. All right, let that down a little bit. Come here. Come here, bucket. Wow. Look at all the stuff people have thrown down here over the years. Okay. Jeez, if I can just get my footing here. Lots of stuff to trip over. There we go. All right, let's get off this rope. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on now. There. Nice. All right, once again, I'll get everything up and running, and I'll meet back up with you folks in a minute. Okay, guys, made it to the bottom. Wasn't too hard at all. And let me show you what I found down here. Well, first of all, I want to see. There's some paper, but I don't see anything written on it. We got some trash from the 80s. There is a snake, dried up snake right there. I get you a better view of it right there. There he is. Oh, excuse me. That's either a bull snake or a racer or a gopher snake. Okay, looking at the trash on the ground, lots of stuff that people have thrown down here over the years. All kinds of things. I'm seeing dead pack rats by the dozens. And yeah, so we're going to head off that direction over there second. I want to go explore the primary first. Let's do that, okay? We got ourselves a pretty big passage here. And just like before, now this one here is heading off in the direction that I would like it to, towards that larger mine. Oh, I gotta loosen up these straps. It's just killing me here. I gotta get comfortable. There we go. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, I forgot to do that. So I can't explore these mines all humped over. That's really hard on your back. Oh, that's better. Woo. There we go. Much better. Okay. A little intermission there, I guess, huh? Wonder what's up with the burnt paper. You see that? Burnt paper on the ground. The only thing I can figure is maybe they came in here, there was some bats. They're trying to smoke the bats out. A little bit of stuff that has fallen down from earthquake activity. Oh, very nice. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have a crossroads here. Nice big intersection. Let's start by showing you all the graffiti. There is 1945, 1950. Okay, I don't think that's a date there. Looking this direction, that doesn't really look like a date either. And this direction. Okay, I think what we're going to do is abide by the right-hand rule, and we'll go right. So what we have here is ore chute number 3. Let's keep on the lookout here for unexploded dynamite. I'm seeing very faint footprints on the floor. It's been a while, but I'm not the first one down here, unlike that museum mine we explored. All right, let's see if we can get past this ore chute safely and see if there's anything of interest hiding up in here, huh? We've got an old bucket. And that's where that one stops, right there. Goes no further. And they backfilled it. Okay, turning back around. Wonder if that says 1920 on that beam. I don't know about that. Let's look up here real quick before we get too crazy. Oh yeah, nice big stope and an ore chute and an ore pass leading down to it. Cool. Okay. That at one time very well could have been an air door. So maybe before they backfilled it, this mine did link up with another one going that direction. You never know. So, what does it feel like and smell like down in here? Well, this one definitely has a different smell. And I think where it's coming from is this burned up paper that I'm smelling, as well as the sticks and stuff. It is kind of damp, but not awfully damp. Yep, we're gonna do this one next. All right, I tossed all this gobbing up in here. Yeah, it's damp like an old basement, but it has the smell of a combination of old oil and burned wood. It's the best way I could probably describe it. What's around the corner here? Oh, I'm not going to point that out to you guys. That looks like a place where somebody did their business. And it ends right there. All right, turn it back around. Yeah, those are not the kind of nuggets that you guys want to see. Okay, let me get back over all this gobbing here. There we go. Whew. All right, lots of arrows with 1950. Oh, look at here. Look at that beautiful vein. Right there. What is that, 24 inches across? That's definitely what they were taking out of here. Yep. Oh, here we go. Boy, I certainly have seen Tom Swift in a lot of mines over the years. 67, 71. There's Kelly Chase again. 71. Kelly, if you're watching this, happy birthday. All right, let me show you what's going on up here. There's probably a stope up there somewhere. But because I'm all by myself, I won't be exploring stopes today. We're just going to stay on haulage levels. Okay. Well, that's pretty sizable vent pipe poking up in this direction. Here we've got a exploratory going off to the right. Stops right there though. Yeah, so as I said earlier, vent pipe is always a clue. Maybe this will go up really far back up in here. We'll see. All right, here's a bit of graffiti. No, I'm not going to read it to you guys. You'll just have to read it for yourself. There we go. Got to keep the show family friendly, you know. Okay, let's keep on going. Oh, so this is our main haulage level, huh? Nice. Ha ha ha. Wow. Okay, another crossroads. Let me just spin the camera around here a second. Okay, we got a drift going off that way. We have someone's coveralls, or overalls, laying here on the floor. Well, that's definitely something that we're going to look at here. Let me find a nice place to put the camera, guys, so I can do this properly. Sorry, give me a second. I'm a one-man band down here. Okay, let's see what we got. Coveralls. Ooh. Well, they're definitely old. Something day on the button. Can't quite make that one out either. I'm checking the pockets. Nothing in that pocket. Nothing in the baby pocket, except for a little bit of string. Nothing hiding in there. We have another pocket over here. Let's look. Nothing in that pocket. Okay, all the pockets are empty. I'll double check one more time for you. This is a lot of fun. We don't get to find this kind of stuff very often. Back pocket, that one is ripped out, and that one's empty too. Okay, now, quickly, I'm going to try to figure out. Okay, so the button on this, I'll use my helmet cam to maybe get a closer look here. It says day, day. Day up on the top, day on the bottom. That's what it says. Now, I don't know if these are worth anything. So what I'm going to do here is hook the button. Where'd it go here? Come on. There, I just need to make a little loop. Like so. Okay, let's get that. We'll get that up off the ground. Well, that ain't gonna work. Let's find a place to, here. Just in case they are worth something super duper, I'm gonna keep them up off the ground and we'll put them right up there. Okay, let's finish exploring this mine. So I'll tell you what, before we head off left or right, let's just stay straight for right now, okay? What do we have up in here? Holy cow, look at the size of these beams. Those are 10 by 10. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. It's almost as if they brought them down here so that they could use them for a decline shaft or possibly a winze. All right. Coffee can laying on the ground. Not too exciting. Here is a blasting cap tin up there, but all rusted. But we've seen many of them over the years. What do we have here? Oh, mine keeps up and going that way. Yep, that's a place that I can explore. But before we do, I want to keep going this way instead. Let's stay on the main. Yeah, I just tripped a little bit. Okay, what's up in here? Goes as I go around the corner. And indeed it did, but stopped right there. Lots of dynamite paper on the floor, but that's it. And you can see all of that brecciated material in there. Lots of porphyry type stuff, andesites, rhyolites. That's what we're into. But I'm not getting a whole lot of sulfury smell in this mine. Nope. I thought that might be an issue. Okay, going back over the rubble pile. Oh yeah, this whole thing fell down. Yikes. But it fell down a long time ago. Okay, what do we have up in here? Is this something we can explore safely? I think so. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Keeps going off that way, and that's just my helmet light. I'm adjusting it. And that way. Whoa, really damp and musty up in here. But it keeps on going. Oh, wow. Here we go. All right, before I show you the cool stuff, let's look up here real quick. And it went up and around the corner, but stopped right there. Yeah, that's as far as it went. All right, turning back around, we have a winze. I sure do. How deep is this winze? Wow. Goes way down in there. Look at that, guys. Wow, wow, wow. Super cool. Okay. All right, turn it back around. What's up in here? Looks like the mine kept going off that way and off to my right. Another big passage. Keeps on going. Holy cow. Look at this mine is turning out to be. Just a monster. There's Tom Swift's writing again, and no, stops right there. Turn it back around. Boy, that was, for a second there, that was going in the direction I wanted it to. I would be so happy if one of these connected into the big mine. Then we could come back at a later date. What's up here? We haven't done this way yet. We got lots of them, lots of old moss hanging off the back of the mine. Oh, that's creepy looking. Look at here, guys. Ta-da! There's an ore pass. Look at all these creepy looking vine things dangling down here. We're too deep for tree roots. All right, let's see if we can safely explore this. Look at these. Look at how they're all dangling here. That's a form of mold. That's what that is. Wow. I have never seen anything quite like that. All right, let's see if I can capture that with a better... No, that's not enough light. Look at this. You see them all dangling there? I'll turn the light down just a skosh. There we go. And they're all crawling across the ribs. Looks like something out of a horror movie. Would you look at that? Look at all of them crawling across. Wow. How delicate are they? Let's see. Ooh, super delicate. Very delicate. That's neat. If any of you guys know anything about molds and spores, other than the guy on Ghostbusters, let me know what you think what type of a mold is that comes down in these long tree root-like things. Okay, back up over the pile. Oh, come on, there we go. Okay, now we're back to the winds. Yeah, you know, as much as I'd like to go down there, got to remember, Mr. M and Randy have been up top for many hours now in that hot sun. Oh, there's a matchbook. Right there. There you can make it out. Okay. Let's go explore those other drifts. All right, gotta get past this sketchy area here. There we go. Okay, we already explored to the right. Yuck. I just hit my head on the back of the mine, and now I got a bunch of dirt down my neck. Yuck. Yeah, I'm trying to pick up the pace here because I know everybody's been waiting on me. But regardless, I'm going to sit for a second and take a break. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back here at the crossroads with the overalls. We just came from that way right there. Now, the direction we haven't explored yet is off to the left. chute number 5. Now we gotta get under that board. There we go. Yeah, lots and lots of piles of backfill. It takes a lot of money and effort to haul worthless rock up and out of the mine. Best just to make a big pile of it down in here. And nothing down here but vent pipe. Okay. Turning back around. Test the ore chute and all right, we haven't explored this way. I gotta make a quick adjustment, guys. I'll be right back. There we go. Only took a second. Had to do a little fine tuning here. What do we got off this direction? Goes up there and stops. Looking around and continuing on. Lots of wood and debris. Here's some rail. We got a exploratory going off that way and stops. And finally, you can see where they went up in here with a wheelbarrow and goes up there and stops. Okay, turning back around. So, we've explored every level, every drift. The only place we haven't been is down that winze. If it wasn't for the fact that everybody has been waiting on me now for going on 6 hours, I would probably go down there and explore it. I'd feel even better if I had somebody with me, but that's the way it goes. But hey, at least we got to see all the drift levels, right? Not much in the way of artifacts. Some interesting graffiti. But that's about it. I can tell I'm getting closer to the shaft. It's amazing how the air quickly becomes fresher and fresher the closer you get to the shaft, as compared to being all stale and muggy. All right, turning the corner. This is where we came from. Yep, I can feel it. The air just keeps getting fresher and fresher. How's that for a schnozzulating experience?
That was a whooper.
Oh my gosh! How many hours have we been at this today?
Well, you picked me up at 9 this morning, and at 6:45 we just busted camp, and we probably took an hour and a half, 2 hours to get here because we did a little loading out and stuff. So
it's coming in on 7 o'clock now. So we've been going since 9 this morning till almost 7 o'clock. That's a long day in the hot sun. Holy cow!
Yeah, it's been a long day in the hot sun, but good news, it worked.
It worked. The schnoz worked fantastic.
It worked fantastic.
I do want to make a few more adjustments on my harness. I still don't like how far back I'm leaning back, but that's no big deal. I can fix that.
Yeah.
And I didn't really much care for how the belay was working as I was coming up. So that's okay. I have a solution for that. I can fix that. But other than that, perfect.
Nice.
Worked beautifully.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a really cool mine. It turned out a lot bigger than what I thought it was.
And you know, it was fun for me up top because we already schnozzle visioned this thing that you guys saw on my show last Friday.
Right.
But
right.
and we thought there were drifts and we thought they were substantial, and Gly came out with really great news, and so
Heck
I'll
yeah.
let him tell you.
It was a lot bigger than what I thought it was.
He thought it would hook into all this stuff
Yeah.
that we're going past here now.
And you know, when we were down in there, guys, and I saw that one drift that was backfilled and it was heading off this direction, I do believe it probably linked into this other shaft here. But those 1985 miners backfilled that thing and we couldn't access it. So the only place that we didn't get to explore was that winds. And you know, these guys have already been in the hot sun long enough. I don't want to leave them up top any longer than what I had to. So, all right, well, you know what? I have a great idea. You know what that is? We're gonna go to town, we're gonna gas up, we're gonna get something to eat, something cold to drink.
Oh boy.
And that is enough for one day.
That's a great idea. Are we playing squirrel on the way there?
We are gonna play squirrel on the way there.
All right, let's get after it.
Guys, thank you so much for coming along on this really cool adventure. I hope to schnoz you down some more shafts in the future, but it's not gonna be every weekend. I think we're gonna choose probably another Class 3, low-end Class 4 for next weekend, but it'll be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do more schnozzing, but it's definitely not something you can do every single weekend because it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Okay.
But we know, okay, go ahead. I was just gonna say, we know the push comes to shove, we can put that thing together and it works.
It works. It works. Okay, guys, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you again next weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.